Hey there, it's Mary Eggert, founder of Global Waterworks, and I'm here with Moshe Saldinger. And we were just having a great conversation about the problem with waste. And you can see Moshe is sort of an expert in it as he's right there in front of a big pile, but he's also an expert in water, having worked in the industry for 40 years, based in Israel, right just north of Tel Aviv. And I just wanted you all to know him because he said it's all about connecting sort of what we want to do in Global Waterworks and treating our water so it looks like as beautiful as the scene now behind him. So Moshe, can you tell us about your business and how you got started working in water and wastewater?
Well, look, I always loved water when I was a child. I went to study in university. I started studying agriculture in the water and soil department. Then I changed to agriculture and water engineering. That was in the early 80s. And since then, I work in the water industry in a number of countries, in Israel, Australia, India, Jamaica, China, and some other countries.
How interesting.
I actually lived in Australia for about 15 years, and in Jamaica about 8 years, and in India about 2 years.
Wow. And those are all very innovative
Under
water.
contracts and work. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So I'm
Yeah.
a water freak.
Yeah, you're in the right place then. Yeah. And what makes Global Waterworks, since you have that international perspective, when you see solutions that work and you're working with distributors and technologies that are known to produce the results they want, what makes for a successful project?
A successful project is a project where it brings benefits to the people of the country. I mean, there is a problem and we bring in a solution. It's a win-win situation, basically.
Right.
Win for us, we make some money, and we win for the other side that they improve the quality of life, or they increase water supply, or treat their sewage, or produce power from waste, or produce power from solar, from the sun.
Right. And what you're bringing up reminds us of the water nexus, the energy, water, and food nexus, all of these things sort of work together. But there's been a lot of evolution in the industry with people focused on distributed systems, versus centralized systems. Could you give us your opinion on where we're going internationally?
Where we're going? Well, there's a lot of work to be done in many countries. The current systems need to be examined and reviewed and upgraded and developed. There's endless amount of work in many countries, in the United States, in China, in Israel, in Europe. Water supply systems are getting old. They need to be, checked and upgraded. Water supply and water treatment facilities needs to be expanded and upgraded. Energy supply need to be expanded and upgraded. There's endless amount of work in that industry.
But I like what you said, as we were talking before, about making sure you immediately have impact versus getting mired down in bureaucracy or discussions. And our preference is always to see impact and action. Any advice you have for people who, like, when you spot a project, how do you know it's one that will go forward versus one that will involve 2 years of talk and research and, be held up with?
Well, I think a project will go forward if there is someone dedicated to make it happen. And it can be someone from either side, whether from the client side or from the developer side, that would make sure that the project makes progress, and it doesn't get stagnant and dies. It has, somebody needs the dedication and determination to go through the whole process. Of course, you need to bring the money, you need to bring technology, you need cooperation between all parties and willingness to do the project.
Yeah. And you mentioned two things. One is the technology. You said the technology is pervasive. The technology exists for any water need. Am I correct in perceiving that to be the case? Is that your opinion?
So technology, I'm not sure I understood what technology.
Like
There's a
if
lot
someone
of
has a
debate.
problem with water, you can find a technology solution to
Exactly.
address it.
We will find the most relevant and appropriate technology to a certain problem instead
Yeah.
of pushing it. I don't own or bring any specific technology. What I bring is the ability to look at the problem and offer an appropriate solution.
Yeah.
And then we approach solution providers and technology companies, and we work together to offer the solution.
Right. And I think the other piece you said that you bring that's pretty exciting is the private-public partnership or investor groups. Tell me about that.
Well, every project needs money to make it happen. And there's a lot of money available out there in pension funds and investment funds and whatever. Our job is to bring those people together to the project. We set up a consortium where we all partner in the project.
Mhm.
So that's a major part of the activity, is bringing the money, because without money, it will never happen. There will be endless discussions, but there won't be any project.
Yes, and Israel did some great work. We had the chance to partner with them on the Millikan study for model water project, which showed a business case based on all of the technologies to do filtration, to do distribution, to have smart water measuring things, where if you invest in a smart water system and see results, you actually see 32% water savings and double-digit returns. It's no question. And it's a consistent high demand offering. Now, if you could just tell us about a few of your favorite installations, like specific places that you saw impacted by, the water system, the need addressed in a timely fashion that became productive.
Well, the smart water systems and all the new technologies are very important to any new project, and because it will basically improve the efficiency of the project, and it gives an real-time information to the managers to be able to understand and the efficiency and the efficiency of the operation, and identify any issues in the operation. So that's great, and it goes in any new project. It must be part of any new project.
Oh, definitely.
Today's technology. I'm not going to give any specific example. That's not the point. The point is that new projects must include smart technologies that would give the operator that advantage of finding out in real time any problems in the operation, and cut down the shutdown time, which normally takes time to identify a problem and then to solve the problem. In this case, you find out immediately if there is a problem, and of course, you can react much faster than before.
Yeah.
But it costs money, and it really depends on the level of the project, the ability to finance that type of technology.
Right. But I think, as you mentioned, the efficiencies, being able to address leaks as they occur, being able to
Leaks or
automate.
failures, or any failures or pressures, or say
Right.
water supply system in a water treatment plant, maybe if the quality of the product water drops suddenly from some reason, it picks it up immediately, and reaction time is much faster. So the system
Right.
operates better.
Right.
But yeah, it costs money. I mean, in some installations, you can't afford to do that. You rely on manpower, people to identify the operators, identify problems, and sort it out. But definitely on the new plant, it is recommended to.
Well, and the automation potential to avoid hyper staffing, because you can have systems watching over, each one of the treatment areas, and manage, the total throughput with the quality from start to finish, and reuse, as you said, or optimize energy. But there's a lot we can do, Moshe. It's just great to know you, and I think how people can. Moshe is looking for both people who have a desire to consult with someone or have someone shepherd a project, as well as people who are interested in working alongside with technologies or solutions in any country. But what brought you to Australia? And if you could, what brought you to Jamaica? You said you lived there for a number of years.
Well, curiosity, but and love probably.
Uh-huh. Oh, those are always good reasons.
I married an Australian girl.
Oh, okay. I thought it was going to be the scarcity problems in Australia, but no.
Australia is my favorite country. Of course, I mean, it's a great country.
Yeah.
Great in all senses. It's a big country and great country and great people.
Yeah.
So, definitely spend more time in Australia in the future.
Yep. Great.
Assuming I'll have a few more years to,
We'll hope so. And we'll hope
make some waves.
Yes, waves of impact. That's in fact what Global Waterworks slugline is. So Moshe, with people like you who are focused on impact, we have confidence that we'll be able to ensure clean water for all. And we just thank you for your time here. And people can reach Moshe through our community, but also MSL at msl-global.com. So anything else you want to add, Moshe?
I want to thank you for this opportunity, and I'm sure we'll talk again soon.
Yes.